Let's talk some baseball. While much has been made of the world champion Cubs holding spring training or early spring workouts here in French Lick and West Baden, they were by no means the only major league team to do so. The Chicago White Sox, St. Louis Browns, and Pittsburgh Pirates were here. The Pirates were big believers in the water cure. The Reds and Cardinals also came and played some spring ball around these parts. But it's the Browns' visit in 1908 that has drawn our interest this spring.
It was big news in St. Louis and beyond when the Browns acquired quirky and exceptional left-handed pitcher Rube Waddell from the Philadelphia Americans after the 1907 season. Rube was one of the biggest attractions in that era. He led the American League in strikeouts in each of his 6 seasons with the A's, but he'd worn out his welcome with some of his antics. A future Hall of Famer, but also larger-than-life character, there was great drama surrounding Rube's future. Witness this February 1908 headline from the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette.
Nail on the lid. Rube Waddell is coming. Scheduled to reach French Lick this week. As Rubelets Waddell, far famed as a left-handed pitcher, is due to arrive at French Lick the latter part of this week to begin training for the 1908 season.
And with another headline, the St. Louis Dispatch confirmed that manager McAleer's, quote, heavyweight Browns arrive at Indiana Watering Place to start training. That included Rube Waddell. Said the Dispatch in another piece, manager McAleer believes the players should have a course of the water cure before they begin running bases and chasing fly balls. You had to love our Pluto water. Worries about Rube's bad habits off the diamond were illustrated in this February 1908 cartoon in the St. Louis Dispatch, showing the pitcher arriving at one of our famed Springs Valley gambling houses that had been closed by police, heading for a bar below that, and hanging out at a fishing hole instead of playing baseball. But Rube Waddell's time in French Lick and the Pluto water must have agreed with him. He had a good spring training, and in 1908 set the American League record for strikeouts in a game, 16. He won 19 games with a subpar team and had a 1.89 earned run average. Hall of Famer Rube Waddell, another fascinating piece of our colorful past.
This part of the story only scratches the surface with Rube. Former TV news colleague Dan O'Brien has written a screenplay on Rube Waddell's fascinating life and supplied much of the background for this piece. French Lick and West Baden was a hotbed of baseball in the early 1900s, thanks in no small part to our robust mineral waters. More stories to come.